It feels like 2% milk. What's up, you guys? We back with another wash day recap, and clearly you can see I'm hype. We're gonna get into all of the wash day details in a bit, but I just wanted to show you what my process is getting out of the shower. So you can see, shake your twist, shake your twist. I have a plastic cap covering my roots, which dry out the quickest, and then I have my hair with my leave-in conditioner in. And a quick plug for my detangling brush, it's the one. Okay, so boom, onto my detangling technique. The first thing I'm doing is isolating my section. I have been using semi-permanent parts, and they've been working well. Next is I'm finger detangling, just trying to break my hair up a bit. I have quite a lot of definition coming off of that Nexxus Humectress conditioner, as well as my leave-in conditioner. And then also, I always find that my hair is a bit more stringy directly after a silk press or salon visit. And let's be clear, I do have some heat damage sprinkled about. The good thing for me is I'm not going back to the salon for hopefully another 10 weeks. And when I go back, I'm gonna just be trying to do blow-dried trims for the near future, because the Fine Strands, they've tapped out. I can't do it anymore. Anyway, in these last few clips, you've seen me detangling in all different directions just to get the snags, tangles, and knots out. But when my hair is fully detangled, I finish it up with having my hair detangled parallel or vertically, whatever way you want to call it. And this is to make sure my hair is in one direction, like the boy band, okay? This is what's gonna make it really easy for me to have clean, clear sections. Y'all, this is the single-handed reason why my hair has been staying detangled for longer. It's amazing. Okay, on to the major key. I've got my blow dryer with my diffuser attachment, and I'm just going to be using this on high heat, high speed, for about 60 seconds to 2 minutes, just to get my hair from soaking wet to damp. Now, I'm a high porosity girly, so it doesn't take too long for this process to happen, but it's very important. And this step is the primary way that I reduce breakage and snapping my strands while I'm styling. All right, y'all, now that my hair is prepped and ready for styling, I figured we'd rewind a bit and talk a little bit about my wash day thus far. So first and foremost, I went in with the rosemary shampoo from OK, and this is more than okay, y'all. I love this shampoo. It's really growing on me, and it's super slippery and creamy. It's just nice. You do get a scalp tingle and a nice rosemary mint kind of smell. Amazing. I'm gonna be sad when I run out of it because I'm not even really sure where to get it from, and I got it months and months ago. So anyway, moving on from shampoo, I followed up with the Nexxus Humectress conditioner. I've decided to get into a nice routine for my wash days. So right now, I believe I'm doing protein, moisture, balance, moisture. But it was really nice. The Nexxus Humectress is like slip in a bottle. It's really amazing. And yeah, so far so good. So I followed up with the Paul Mitchell leave-in conditioner, let that sit in my hair, and I really enjoyed this leave-in conditioner. But no surprise, anything after the Nexxus Humectress just feels amazing on my hair. So it was a really good wash day. We are revisiting the Camille Rose Guava Slip Whip Soufflé Styler for the third time. I really want to win. I want to win, but even more than a win, I think I want to just try to use this up. Now, this looks like a lot. It looks like a lot, but we're going to see how much we can use up. I felt like, you know what? I have the curls coming back. Let's see how it works. And I'm going to run it back with the Frizz Patrol from Aunt Jackie's, because I really do feel like this is a good combo. I just have to get the technique and everything right. It wasn't great for stretched hair. So let's do this little piece together. We'll see how it is, and then I'll be back to do the front when I'm finishing up. But here's my detangled hair. I have a little bit of looser curl back here, but overall my hair looks like it reverted to curly pretty well. I'm gonna go in with that much to get things started. I used way too much of this on my stretched hair. Pretty much what I had, my results that I had last time, I'm probably gonna have again. But this time I'm gonna use a little bit more mousse. I gotta say, compared to my moisturizer, the buttercream, this feels good, but that buttercream moisturizer, I'm already missing it a little bit. But hey, we have other creams. So now that I have done the top part of this twist, I'm gonna bring it all together. And when I twist, I really just smooth the hair. I know for my stretch styles, you guys hear me talk a lot about torsion and making sure that the hair is twisting on itself. But for my curly hair, I really just want to make sure that the hair is all smooth in the same direction, because ultimately it's my natural curl pattern that's gonna shine through, but I just kind of want to secure it in whatever form or fashion that my natural curls are gonna be. But that's my first little chunky twist. This is kind of like a wash and go with cream, but I do it in sections. And, you know, I twist it up to keep my hair secure and not shrinking up on itself immediately. So that's it, guys. I will be back for my final section to show you guys what I'm doing a bit differently on the top, and we'll go from there. All right, you guys, I'm clocking in early because I don't think I'm gonna make it to this side of my head with this amount of product. I'm really being reminded that I use way more cream on my curls than my stretch styles. So you guys see, this is my section, and I'm probably gonna wind up finishing this right here and then use something else over here. I really don't find this cream to be that moisturizing. It does have great application and I love how it glides on the strands, but it does feel like it's lacking a little bit of substance. You know, it's so funny. It feels like 2% milk. Like it's almost that full whole milk experience, but it feels a little skim in there. So you guys can see this is gliding right through, and you guys see in the middle, that's that heat damage that I'm growing out. You know, still gradually kind of growing it out. So my hair is very thin in the middle. Another fun fact, Tamina does my hair on 310, which is low compared to what a lot of people do. I am just gonna finish this cream up on this section. Ooh, we love a good empty. Look at that. Your girl is using it all the way up. That was my hope. Now I'm going in with a little bit of grease. And for reference, I would say I go in with a pea size of grease typically. Maybe 2 peas, but I try not to overdo it with the grease because it can weigh my hair down. But yes, y'all, that is it for product application as far as cream and grease. Now, this is what I'm doing differently compared to my last time using this product. I'm going to apply my mousse on my loose strands to try to get a little bit more hold. I really didn't like that during my week in natural hair, the top of my hair was completely frizzy. It looked so different compared to the rest of my curls. So I'm gonna apply mousse loosely. And then for the other sections that I didn't apply it to my loose strands, I'm going to apply it just to the outside of the twist. So that's that. Let me split this section one more time. And I'm gonna twist this hair up. Hey y'all, your girl's back and I'm ready to put some mousse on the layers that I did not touch. So yeah, guys, that is it. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. I'm about to put a couple pumps of the mousse on the top of my head, and then it's going to be time to diffuse one more time just to make sure that my hair does not stay overly saturated going into the day. I think I'm gonna be throwing on my wig, getting a little Chick-fil-A, and then I'll come back and catch up with you guys when it's time for takedown. See y'all later. What's up, you guys? It's been 2 days. I'm dumb tired, but the show must go on. I've got my spray bottle here because I'm going to be misting my hair to try to get it to a damp state. If I'm being honest, I think my hair has pretty much dried out at this point. I don't know about y'all, but wearing my hair in twists for an extra couple days does absolutely nothing to extend the moisture of my style. So leaving my hair in twists for 2 days just means I'm getting 2 less days from my style. With that being said, your girl needs to retain as much moisture as possible because we are not rewashing this hair. hair. So I'm going in with my softy grease just on my ends, doing a little teaser, seeing, hey, my ends are feeling a little bit dry. Maybe that'll help me get along the way. And here is me taking out my twists. So you can see the first thing I do is basically just kind of fingers separate. So that way, as I'm stretching the hair, I'm able to really not have like clumps, like my hair can be kind of separate. This part right here is me adding a little bit of water because the hair was okay, it was feeling dry. So now I'm going in with my blow dryer, focusing primarily on my roots and allowing the heat to trickle down the rest of my strands. Guys, at this point, I'm like, we might have to break the rev air back out because this is taking too long. And I know I didn't want to do the rev air because it kind of stretches out my ends, but I think I'm gonna have to get over it. And you know what? The blow dryer is cool. I think it's gonna be really great for that diffusing step, but this taking too long, girl. So anyway, fast forward, babes. You see me grabbing grease. I had to kind of go back in with reinforcements because the hair, once again, parched. It was just really needing some moisture and some sealing on my strands. So I wasn't convinced. I wasn't convinced. Here we are again. Sorry, this voiceover is a little all over the place, y'all. I'm watching this back like, girl, what was we even trying to do? We really just needed to put some buttercream on there, but we were trying. So I'm just showing you guys the process one more time, spraying my roots, and then I'm taking the blow dryer, focusing on my roots one more time, and kind of flipping it back and forth just to make sure that I'm elongating my roots. Because guys, as a reminder, the heat damage that I have is really mid-shaft. So I'm not trying to stretch an already stretched section. I'm really kind of focusing on my roots. That's the freshest hair, most kinky, coily hair, and it can take a little bit more heat. So you guys see I'm doing this process, once again, taking a little bit more grease, coating my strands, and trying to lock in some of the moisture that I just added with the spray bottle. So it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible. It was humid that day. My hair was feeling okay, but baby, let me get out of here so we can get into these final thoughts. Hey you guys, I'm popping in to give my final thoughts on this combo, and the word that immediately comes to mind is mushy. My hair feels so soft right now. And don't get me wrong, the girl loves soft, touchable hair, but in this case, like I said, it's giving mushy, babes. I really don't know how long the hold is gonna last. And you know, I love when my hair grows over the days, gets my volume, gets my nice fluff. But what I'm noticing is certain areas that are a little bit more temperamental are already swelling. And it just kind of goes to show that the little bit of holding agent that I tried to add with the Frizz Patrol did not stand a chance. And also, Frizz Patrol has a decent hold, in my opinion, with a lot of creams that I use it with. And I just felt like it didn't matter at all. Like, it didn't matter that I used it with a mousse. I had the same results with this mousse that I had when I did not use this cream with the mousse. It's kind of the cream version of the Honey Hydrate, in my opinion. It's like anything I pair the Honey Hydrate with, it completely cuts through. Anyway, child, like I was telling y'all in the voiceover portion, my hair was feeling dry upon takedown, and I was just like, girl, we need a little reinforcement. And so I think the reinforcement was good. You know, my hair's shiny. It's got that, like, you know, luster, and I think that's just because of the Indian hemp grease being applied after my stretching, which I typically don't do. But it needed a little something. It needed a little water, a little grease, because it was feeling dry. And I guess just having my hair in twists for 2 days cut that down, like, on the moisture that I could retain. But yeah, guys, it's not the one for me, babes. It's not the one for me. Definitely not a rebuy, but what I will say is my hair does smell very good. The combination of the guava slip and the Indian hemp grease scents really go well together. Clyde's been giving me compliments on my hands. You know, on my hair. He was kissing me on my hands last night, saying my hands smell good because I had my hands in my hair for a few hours. So you can definitely get a little bit more affection from your lover when you have, you know, a strong, sweet scent in your hair. But, you know, I'm not always in the mood for it. But in this case, it worked out, even though I ranted and raved about hating the scent. So all in all, good wash day. I'm pleased with my results, but I definitely am interested to see how long this will last. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Do y'all like the guava slip whip souffle styler, baby? Let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, hype your girl, and I'll see you guys in the next one.